So hi guys and welcome back to my F1 Manager Creator Team Career Mode. And we are in Season 3 and we are finally back into our own team. So obviously if you haven't watched the last video, go and check it out because guys, spoiler alert, we got double points in that race and we even overtook both the Aston Martins. And that's why look at that guys, both of these guys are really happy and we have 6 million to spend. So guys, this is the point where we start to bring upgrades to our car. The front wing has performance, so we will have to bring this one. So 3 hours I think CFD is good. Let's go for 40 I think. And look at that guys. I think that's going to put us somewhere else. And look at that. Our 30-year tolerance will go from 21st to 11th. So that's what we want right now. And we want this one a little faster. So we are going with 4. Well, let's go with 5 engineers. Obviously costing us 1.8 million. And let's see the rear wing too. And it will not gain us that much. I think we should go for the suspension, which will increase our tire preservation. So let's see. And after giving everything, look at that, the tire preservation is still 2.2, but we have to do it. So let's do it and let's give the 2 engineers and we go with the suspension too. So underflow will be coming tomorrow, front wing and suspension will be coming in after 30 days. So let's skip past the time and we will wait for that underflow. So underflow is in and we have to, well, manufacture that as fast as we can. Underflow here and we go, should we go 3 or 4? I think 3 will be enough because 3 sounds good because if we have an accident we can obviously manufacture it afterwards, but we already have a front wing. We do not have any other manufacturing coming for us, and so that's why guys I am deciding let's do a rear wing upgrade. Obviously this one will be a write-off kind of thing because obviously it will not bring us that much performance. This will be to gain the expertise. This will be 100% expertise based. So let's see. Let's skip past the time. In 10 days we will gain our underflow in 8. So let's skip past the time. Obviously we have an underflow which we can get. Well, we have manufactured one which we can give to Lewis Hamilton. So guys, let's just go into the qualifying and into the race weekend.
Welcome along to Italy and welcome along to Imola. Just outside Bologna in northern Italy, Imola hosts the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, named after the region it sits in. Surrounded by woodland, this iconic track is rich with Formula One history and the legends of those who raced here. The veteran Spaniard Fernando Alonso was clearly delighted to take the win in the last race. He knows exactly what it's going to take to sustain this form. Now let's crack on with the weekend.
So we are into qualifying for the Imola GP. Let's see. The setup is untested. Obviously it's because look at that, 3 optimals for Lewis Hamilton. So I don't think I have to worry about anything else. And let's look at Kushmaini has 2 optimal and I think this straights will be optimal too, so I don't think I have to worry about that. So guys, let's just go straight into Q1. So let's send Miney out first and let's skip past this and let's send Hamilton after this. Obviously a little bit gap, not too much, and doing the outlap here. Look at that, people are coming out right now and starting our first lap into Q1. No one will be interrupting us, so that will be a good news for us. Right now, I think, yeah, the Haas is right now the one who is also doing a lap. So we are right now, look at that, purple sector for Lewis Hamilton, 2 tenths faster than Miney, 25.3 for the second sector, 25.0 for Hamilton. Hamilton showing amazing pace. Imola, obviously he has the upgraded underfloor with him. And Miney goes P1 and Lewis Hamilton goes P1 by 8 tenths. Almost 8 tenths. And guys, I think it's because of the new underflow we got for Hamilton. That's what's showing the pace. And look at that. Even Charles Leclerc is 6 tenths slower than Lewis Hamilton. So that's, I think, will be the right thing for us. So, and we have a bug. Not again, guys. I don't get it. Because look at that. Verstappen and Lando Norris will 100% improve. Sargent, and look at that. Norris has improved and he has kicked Miney out. And that's the problem, guys. This is the problem we are facing right now. I don't get it. We have a yellow flag and it was for nothing big. So that's a good news. And it was for Sonoda locking up in turn 7. And Miney is out and he will be starting from P10. Fernando Alonso P1 without any, well, new news. So 99% setup for Hamilton. That's a good news. And 94 for Miney. So all in all, got good setup for both of our drivers. So let's go into Q2. And we are sending Hamilton out on a used set of tires. Because obviously we do not want to waste our new set. Hamilton looking mighty here, starting his first lap into Q2, and only a Ferrari and a Haas are now out here. Well, they are not even out of the pits right now, so that's always a good news that we will get a good amount of track, good amount of free air for us. So look at that, Hülkenberg and Russell are now out. So purple first sector, purple second sector, and a 10th faster than his, the lap he did in Q1, so that's always good. So rounding out the final 2 corners, straight to the line, and he goes P1 with a 113.2.
Nice pull on your way in, please. Nice.
That's a good lap.
Yep.
McLaren is out and we are going to send Hamilton out now. So let's see, a good amount of gap between Hamilton and Vesti, so that's a good one. Look at that, Sonoda just put in P4 on his new lap here, and look at that, there was a little bit of a traffic in name of, I think that was Charles Leclerc. No, that was Hülkenberg, so that's a good news. So not a green sector, that's not good to see. Look at that, he was all 3 greens and he goes P9. And Hamilton in the second sector does not improve, he is 4 tenths slower. So let's just bring him in. Obviously there is no point wasting the tread on these tires. So let's skip past time and let's see. Porsche has improved but he didn't improve enough. And look at that, guys. We are into Q3 with only 1 set of tires, and that too was a used set. So look at that. George Russell in P1, Alexander Albon into P2, Fernando Alonso P4. Big names are out. Ayumu Felipe Drugovich in the Alpine, making the biggest upset. I think that's the biggest upset right now. He gets into Q3 in an Alpine. So I think that's the bigger news than us getting into Q3 with only 1 set of tires. So Imola might be a good race for us. So let's send Hamilton out and George Russell is in front. Will he get out of the way? No. So the good news is this is our used set of tires. So we do not have to worry about that too much. Purple first sector, and it's obviously because people haven't done their laps. Look at that, 3 tenths slower I think Lewis Hamilton is from his first lap, and look at that, 2 tenths around slower in his second sector from his Q2 lap. And it looks like, look at that, guys, 4 tenths slower than his Q2 lap Hamilton is. And I think a little bit time was in the first sector, so I think we can gain at least 3 to 4 tenths on a new set of tires. Let's do that. So look at that, people are now going out. We are still waiting, and this is the best time to go out. Hülkenberg, Russell, Drugovich, us, Charles Leclerc, everybody is going out for their final lap, and Drugovich has started his lap. And look at that, where will he catch us? A good place. Hamilton getting out of the way very good properly there. So let's skip past the time, and Hamilton starts his final lap into Q3. Charles Leclerc goes P4. So we have to improve, and that was the ass of, I think, Hulkenberg. Sorry, that was the ass of. That was a ass, I don't know. So Russell goes P1 and P2 for the Ferrari pair right now. Alonso isn't really looking good, so he is starting his final lap. We are right now green for sector. Green, second sector for Hamilton. Almost same as what he did in the first lap in Q2. So rounding out the final corner here. And Hamilton goes P6. That's a good one for us, but Tsunoda has still his whole lap to go, but Hulkenberg is not improving. Dragovic is into the pits. Iwasa is also improving. Let's skip past the time a little bit. And Alonso does not improve, but Charles Leclerc does, and Tsunoda goes P4. We are P7 sandwich by the house of Charles Leclerc and Nico Hulkenberg. That's a good qualifying, guys. And it looks like we had the pace. Obviously, if we did not have that dumb bug for us, we could have had Kushmaini 2 in Q3, but I guess we will have to see that. We are in P7. So guys, let's just go into the race.
Not long until we get going here in Italy with 63 laps of hard-fought motor racing.
Imola can really reward consistency, as Nigel Mansell showed here in 1992 when he became the first driver to ever win the opening 5 Grand Prix of a season.
This is an old school track with plenty of elevation changes and lots of corners. There's only one DRS zone here though, and it follows the long straight right before Tamburello and should see plenty of action. Well, there's nothing quite like it. Welcome along to race day.
So into the race, looks like it will be cloudy, no rain. So look at that, we have a strategy. And I do not like that strategy, so let's see. Let's go 2 laps lower on the fuel, and we are going to do an audacious strategy here. Obviously, I think we can do it. So let's do this driver options and let's go into the grid formation.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway. Our attention shifts to Lewis Hamilton and what he can produce in this race.
They've done really well to secure a P7 start. Some solid points could be on the cards today.
And it'll be exciting to see just what will happen here today. The crowd are on their feet in anticipation of this, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
And Max Verstappen, well, he is starting P16 and we are starting with Miney in P21 now. Obviously we started P20, so let's see, Miney will be the one who will have the best chance to do this strategy. So that's a good one for us. Obviously he will be trying to make a gap here and overtake these guys as fast as we can. And Max Verstappen, well, he's in P15, obviously keep saying that, but look at that. Antonelli is also P14, Vesti, Bottas, these guys will be trying to catch us. Drogovic already lost position to Theo Porsche, and let's see. So Hulkenberg and Drogovic are the only 2 people who are trying to do 2 stop races here. So look at that, Miney already overtakes Sargent. Obviously he, I think, overtook him on the start. So look at that, just pure straight line speed, and he was able to overtake. So let's bring down the pace level. Obviously we have to save a lot on these tires, but we can still push, we can still fight here. So Miney, well, he could have overtaken there, but he is also trying to overtake Lawson. So we will wait and we will see. Look at that, Iwasa, Vesti and Miney, we are the only 4 people who are doing well. Laps here on hard tires, everyone else is on medium tires or 2 on soft tires, so it will be a little slower in the first 2-3 laps. After that I think we can fight. And look at that, guys, Hamilton is fighting Fernando Alonso, but we are starting to save now. Obviously Fernando Alonso has lost DRS to the people in front. That's not good. look for the Red Bull. Obviously, look at that. Once we stop pushing, Alonso has almost broken DRS. And he has finally broken DRS to Hamilton. And we are not going to fight that. We are not going to worry about that. Because guys, if we start to worry about that, our tires will go off very quickly. So let's skip past the time a little bit. Hamilton is not like that. And we have a crash between Basti and Bottas. Basti is in the wall. Bottas is still continuing. Safety car is deployed. So guys, should we change our strategy here? But first, let's see the crash. And it was Frederick Basti going. Wait, he was going with. Okay, so I think Bottas. Yep, Bottas is the one who pushed Basti into the corners. And look at that, people are pitting. These guys are pitting, and let's see. These guys are not still in the pits. Should we pit or not? Obviously, we have medium tires. Let's see. We have 2 mediums to go. So let's go in. Yeah, let's just do it, guys. Let's just do it. We obviously have 3 sets of soft tires and a single set of soft tires for Hamilton and Miney. So let's just go into the pits. Look at that. Everyone is into the pits. Everyone. I wanted to do something different, but I don't want to make any problem. Look at that, Miney and Hamilton is in. Miney is now in. So that's the good news for us, that we will not have to double stack. And look at that, people are getting held up. People are getting held up. We are getting held up. And what are these guys doing? What are these guys doing? They let everyone go. And because of that, we are now P20, guys. We have lost 1 place, and that's not good. So Sargent has not pit. Sargent is the only one who decided not to pit. Obviously, the Ferraris got blocked, and Russell is now P5. So safety car is ending here, and guys, this is not a good thing for us, because look at that. Our engine is it's hot. It's heating up a lot, and that's never a good sign for anyone. So Gasly will be the one starting this race, and he has already gone. He has already broken DRS to Sargent. Albon will try to overtake him, but Albon is getting pressured by Alonso. Alonso just too close here, and someone goes out, and it's Logan Sargent. He pushes himself out the order. He locks up into turn 1. Not a good thing he wanted to see, and we are pushing here, and we are now P5. Obviously, Sonoda will try to overtake us, which makes sense, and Miney is still in P15. And he is trying to overtake Ricciardo. Let's put him into drive in clean, as that might work for us. And into the chicane, he tried to make a dive bomb, wasn't able to do. But they are still going side by side into the final 2 corners, and still going side by side. Ricciardo did not let that one go, and we have finally overtaken him. That's something good work for us. And look at that. Hamilton is just too close, and into the Tosa, and he has overtaken George Russell. We are looking really good in Imola, guys. I don't know what's happening, but we are looking amazing right now. So let's see the replay again. I would really want to see. So it was, look at that, into the inside for Tosa. Russell just left a little bit of the space he shouldn't have. I think that much space is you leave anyway, but Hamilton just has so much confidence right now, so that he just gave a big dive bomb there. Look at that. He has a very high confidence right now. And medium for Miney. Obviously, Miney is not really that happy being in 18th. Anything that starts with 1, so he is not happy. So DRS is enabled now. And with the help of DRS into the inside for turn 1. And Miney has overtaken. That's the work we wanted. So let's put on avoid high risk curve for him and avoid high risk curve for Hamilton too. So let's first of all see their times. Okay, yeah, 1:19.8 and 1:21. Russell is slow right now, so that's a good news for us. Let's remove the avoid high risk curves, and let's see. We are only a 10th slower, and we are again a 10th slower. But Russell is now putting the pressure on us, and into turn 1. Russell again overtakes us, but obviously it was inevitable, and it happens it happened a little quickly, which makes sense. So let's push Miney 2 on his fuel. I do not want to push him on the tires because that will be a dumb idea, but let's remove the avoid high risk curve because he is way too close to Lawson. And look at that, Bottas is in front of Lando Norris and he does not have any visible damage. Look at that, the front wing has half of that chipped away from his, but he is still continuing the race. Obviously it makes sense, but the thing that does not make sense is why did he not change the front wing? Look at that, there is damage there, and let me see if I can stop and let's see. Well, I can't zoom in, but I think this is the part he has damage a little bit. And I think front wing is the only thing that should be damaged for him because he was, I think, well, he did not have anything else in contact with these guys, so it makes sense. So we are right now really nip and tuck with George Russell. That's a good news because it is making us, well, climb a little bit higher, and we are now 2.7 seconds in front of Charles Leclerc. So that's a good news. And look at that, lap 16, Hamilton gets DRS and he's trying to make a pass on George Russell again, so it will be difficult to do that. So let's skip past the time a little bit, guys. Hamilton is in P6 now, but he is still a little closer to these guys, and look at that, he has overtaken Lando Norris and we are now behind Bottas. So we are going to push at least a little bit for this one so that we can overtake him, because we have to overtake these guys as fast as we can. So 6 tenths, 5 tenths. I don't think Bottas will be caught up by Push Miney that much. And look at that, guys. With the help of DRS, Bottas also has DRS. Ocon, everyone has DRS. And into the braking for turn 1. Bottas obviously does not have that much downforce and he has overtaken. Miney has overtaken, and into the braking for Tosa. Miney tried to look for it but wasn't able to do so. Let's save, guys. Let's save his tires because Miney is too much in the dirty air, so that's not a good thing for him. And let's put him on driving cleaner air too, so that he can get some clean air in our engine and cool it down. And look at that, guys, after losing DRS to these guys, we are now 4 seconds behind Porsche and Charles Leclerc, and we will obviously going on a 2-stop strategy here. Their tires looking good. Well, they are. I think Haas and Sauber's tire preservation isn't as good as us, so that's a good news. And obviously, guys, if we drive in cleaner air, I think we will be faster than these guys. Lap 25, Miney is just behind Max Verstappen. Ocon has already overtaken Max Verstappen, which is a crazy thing to say. And look at that, guys. That's what I'm saying. Hamilton, as soon as his engine temps got lower, he is now driving amazingly, and he has just pulled out a gap of 6 seconds now. Obviously, I think P6 again would be a good thing for us, and I don't know what to do with Miney here. Obviously, it's a little bit difficult to do anything. Let's save the tires a little bit for right now. Let's go into the strategy, guys. So what can we do? Going on another mediums will not let us do that. So even after, if we go on a second, we won't be able to save enough. Should we go on the used set of soft tires, which actually can make us go till the end? Obviously, we will save a little bit on this time right now, but I think that might be a good strategy for us. Obviously, once the engine cools down, you get a lot of pace out of your car. And we again have and it was Drogovic. Because of that, we had a yellow flag. So guys, let's just skip past the time and let's see, wait and see what happens here. 34, so lap 34 has started. Let's push on these tires 100%. And look at that, where is Miney? Miney is in the DRS of at least Ocon. So that's a good news. So because Bottas won't be able to do anything, so let's skip past the time. But first, let's pit him on those hard. But I think, guys, now we can go till the end on medium tires. Let's go on the medium tires, guys. I don't know. I don't care at this point because We have new medium tires. I'm not going to make a mistake and go on the hard tires, which I don't know how they will work. So let's skip past the time and let's get into the pits. So Hamilton into the pits. Miney is just coming up now into the pits, and we are going to save. And 2.4 pit stop. That's a good one for us. Miney is also into the pits. We will try to get an undercut on Bottas. Alonso won't be do that, and Norris, Max Verstappen, and Ocon too. So this is the best strategy we can do. Obviously, these guys are on hard tires, so they have to still go around 2-3 laps more. So look at that, guys. We are not looking good again. We have come out just too close to Ricardo, so we will have to push and overtake Ricardo as soon as we can, because otherwise we will be a little too slow for anything else. So look at that, guys. We have caught up so much to Ricardo and we overtake him now. And let's bring everything down because there is no point fighting too much, and the tires are looking good. So into the outside, and Lando Norris pushed out, but with the help of DRS, finally Lewis Hamilton overtakes Lando Norris, and into the turn 1, even before turn 1, he has overtaken. Hamilton has overtaken Ocon and Lando Norris in just one straight. So that's a good news, guys. Look at that. We lost almost a whole second trying to overtake both of these guys. And this is what I'm saying, guys. Charles Leclerc is not a problem for us. He is, well, it shouldn't be big. Let's see. He is 17 seconds in front of us. And obviously Porsche will pit. Or will he? Well, he will have to pit because there's 20 laps to go and his tires are 29 now. And look at that. Charles Leclerc into the pits comes out behind Lawson, or will he? Yep, he comes out behind Hülkenberg and even Iwasa, and he even comes out behind us. So that's what I'm saying, guys. We are looking good, and for once let's see the strategy here, and it's looking good. It's looking good. We will have to save some tires, but it's looking good for us. So I think let's just start saving. Let's just start saving at this point. Because obviously right now we are in comparatively everything else, we are in cleaner air, and Porsche is into the pits. So let's see what he goes on to, and it looks like softs. Yep, he is going on to soft tires. And you can't do that because he used his hard tires, and look at that, he will get, he have to fight Lando Norris and Lawson here, so that's a good news. And our tires are already not looking good for Hamilton, so we will have to start pushing. Mine is actually has been able to save tires better than Lewis Hamilton, which is amazing to see. So let's skip past the time a little bit. And 10 laps to go, and we have a crash. What happened? Let's see the crash.
Trouble for the Red Bull.
So it was
It's the Red Bull
Kimi and Tenelli, and with a Haas, I think that was of Hülkenberg, and
Has to be said, that was pretty
touched.
risky. A bit of
He touched with Hülkenberg, obviously not that big, and he touched with Hülkenberg. No, he touched with Charles Leclerc, who already has a mechanical fault. Not a good thing for him. And we are now into the points, and let's push on our fuel, guys, because so that we can catch up to Iwasa, and Tsunoda has overtaken us. Obviously, guys, I don't think fighting him will be it's not a good thing for us, because we will destroy our tires, which will barely make it till the end. So we will have to worry about that too.
Yep.
Finally, into the DRS of Iwasa, we can now go on avoid high risk curves, so that we will just stay with him. And Antonelli, even after the problem he had with Charles Leclerc, he's still with us. I don't know. Is this the pace Red Bull is showing us? It's really good. Not good for us, but they have pace. So we are now pushing a little bit, not 100%, so that we can make a big gap here. Obviously, Iwasa and us, look at that. We have almost the same tire wear. Hell, we have 4% better tire wear than us. And Antonelli, who has much better, the newest soft tires on the whole grid. Obviously, he took the pain, but I don't think that pain was worth it. But we are now looking good here. So, Hamilton 6 seconds. Look at that guy. In 2-3 laps, Tsunoda has pulled out a gap of 7 seconds even after I was pushing on our fuel. So final lap starting. George Russell is in P1, Gasly is in P2, Albon is 14 seconds behind. Ferrari pair, they just have the pace. I don't know from where. Tsunoda is in P4. Obviously, he is still trying to catch up to Albon, whose hard tires are not looking good. But Alonso is, well, he is looking good, and we have got a fuel delta warning on the last lap. That's not good, guys. We will have to save a lot. Our tires are gone too, so we are not on a wide high risk up. But look at that, 0.1. So I think we can save that fuel and we have saved that fuel. Oof. That was a close one, and mine is still we have a fuel delta warning, so we are going to keep it till the end. And Russell has won the Imola GP, and Albon comes into P3. Tsunoda with a great, amazing effort from him, putting on those soft tires in the end, and has come into the P4, obviously just a little closer to that podium places. And Alonso did not have the pace, comes out in P6. We are into we come out into P6. Alonso come out into P5, and rounding out the final two corner, Norris caught up to us but wasn't able to do anything. We ended our race in P7. So Maini goes from P20 to P10. What an amazing race from him. 10 places gained. And look at that.
What a
I think this is
drive from Lewis Hamilton.
Yep, this is Lewis Hamilton.
It's safe to say
He is
he
happy.
exceeded all expectations.
And look at that, guys. He's celebrating like
And
it
my
was
goodness, it is very well deserved.
it was a
Pure elation
a
there
podium
as
or
the
a win.
driver
So
regroups with
I
a
think
team
he
that
can
works so
celebrate it.
hard
The
to
P6
see
was
this moment.
really good. So let's see the podium celebrations, guys.
Right now it's the British driver who proudly takes his place on the podium.
And that's win number 1 of the season. And it's sure to provide them with a real confidence boost.
Well, Formula One certainly feels at home in Italy, and it looks like those three feel right at home too.
So look at that. Kush Maini gained 10 position, Antonelli gained 4. Theo Porsche also did a good job. The whole top 5 is how they qualified. That's the pace these guys are showing, and Ayumu Uwasa lost 3 positions. And let's see Dragovic. Look at that. Charles Leclerc lost 11 and Dragovic lost 12 positions. Obviously, Vesti was out after a contact with Bottas. Fernando Alonso's lead has shrunk a little bit by 8 points, obviously by Pierre Gasly, who has still not won any race, but he has 3 podiums. George Russell has overtaken Antonelli with a win. We are in P8 right now. We have overtaken Valtteri Bottas. Obviously, he had a problem of his own. So let's see. We are again consolidating our points in P5. Red Bull, well, they got caught up by Ferrari. So the race, well, the championship is still for anyone. And I think we can do amazing work here. So guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you for the next one.